welcome to All Tea All Shade with the King of Shade. Tonight I'm going to be recapping RHOA Season 14, Episode 3. The tea is served, honey. Ooh, child, I tell you, this was a very messy episode. A very messy episode, honey, and shady episode, child. When I tell you the tea was piping hot, honey, I burnt my lip, honey, trying to sip it, baby. Let's talk about it. Okay, the episode begins with Miss Kenya going to look at a venue for Brooklyn's party because Brooklyn turned 3, and so she decided to throw Brooklyn a party, a tea party, because Brooklyn loves tea parties. And so Kenya went to the venue. She picked out, met with her event planner, and basically planned out Brooklyn's event. And it was a very, very cute moment because Kenya loves her daughter and adores that girl. And, that's her miracle baby. So to see Kenya going all out for her baby, I loved seeing that, because Brooklyn is an adorable little girl. So I love seeing Kenya go all out for her daughter. So moving past that scene, we see Sheree and Marlo link up at the gym, honey. And Sheree's working out because Sheree is that girl. She works out. Marlo is not that girl. Marlo does not work out, child. Marlo came in there and did literally 5 seconds worth of a workout, and it was something minimal, literally minimal, child. So moving on from that, child, they start talking about the gossip about what Kenya had told Sheree that Candy had been spreading that Drew told her. And Miss Sheree is very heated. And, she does not like the fact that Drew was going around telling people what their shared assistant said because they share that assistant Anthony, and Anthony, you just going around telling folks that Sheree does not pay people. And we all know, honey, Sheree does have a history of not paying people. It's not a lie. I mean, she is known to not pay people all their money. It took her 5 years to build a damn house. So the girl is not good at paying up and making sure things are paid in full. So, child, Sheree is very pressed about it, and wants to confront Drew, which will happen at some point in the episode. They also discussed the archive event, honey, and Sheree tells Marlo that Kenya, was saying how basically she would have done it better, and Marlo, does not want to hear that. Marlo is still mad because the girls were ranking on her event, but I mean, girl, your event was misspelled. First of all, the name of your company was spelled wrong. I mean, you shade the girls' events all the time. My thing with Marlo is she does the exact same thing when she goes to their events. She literally shades their events when she goes in there. She reads it down if it's not up to par. So I don't understand why for her it's such a trigger for her, but she conditioned and she does it all the time. So anyway, child, moving on from that scene, honey, we get to a scene that I'm skipping past for, and that's Todd and Candy. Because girl, child, I'm sick of hearing about Candy and Todd not fucking. I don't give a damn about them not fucking. That's not. I don't. That's not my business. I don't want to know all that. I know y'all don't want to know all that because, baby, why do we care? Like, this has been like the second or third episode now where they done talked about them not having sex. Like, girl, I don't want to know that. Like, ugh. Moving on from that scene, honey, we get to Drew and Anthony, honey. The famous Anthony, honey, the assistant to Drew and Sheree, honey, and he spills the tea, honey, and says that Sheree, is known for not paying people, and that, his friend that he hooked Sheree up with to do some stuff with Sheree charged Sheree $25,000, and that Sheree didn't fully pay her friend. And he says that, Sheree didn't pay him for his services, that he had to stop dealing with her because he didn't have time for her not, paying her bills. And he was like, that, Georgia Power, she ain't waiting on Sheree to come pay come pay her bills. He needs to be able to pay his bills. And I get it, but baby, it was so shady and so messy. I kiki though, because I was like, ooh, child, honey. Anthony, honey, is shading Sheree down, honey, and Sheree boots down. And so, anyway, honey, Drew also talked about her and Kenya's relationship and that they're in a good place. But, child, that thing had me kicking because I was like, ooh, Sheree, girl, you need to get it together, baby, because in them ATL streets, honey, your name's being dragged to the mud, boo. I mean, girl, not paying your bills, child, and not paying people, like, girl. So moving along, honey, in that same scene, Sonya calls Drew, and Sonya has an accident, as dramatic as Sonya can be, honey. I was like, okay, girl, calm down. You had an accident. You didn't die. Your car was, banged up a little bit, but she was. The dramatics was on, honey. And I was like, well, damn, Sonya, girl. But I'm glad she was okay. I'm glad that her child wasn't in the car when it happened. I'm glad that she didn't get injured and that she's fine. But it was very dramatic, honey. Very dramatic, child. I was like, okay, Sonya, girl, the fireworks, child. So, anyway, moving along, the girls are, getting ready for Kenya's event for Brooklyn, and Kenya arrives to the venue, and her and Brooklyn arrive to the venue, and Kenya gets there first, and Kenya looks good. She looks great, looks cute, fitting. She just fitting for the theme, of course. Then the girls and the guests start arriving. Of course they were a little bit late. Child, I think everybody was on Color People Town, honey, even the white folks, child, because everybody was late. I was like, goddamn, over an hour late. I was like, now that's just tacky, because I'm not gonna come to somebody's event an hour late. It's just not me. I think that's day class A. But Sheree arrives first to the event, and then Marlo arrives, and Drew stumbles in, honey, and actually Drew wore the same dress that Kenya wore to Brooklyn's last birthday party 2 seasons ago. I didn't even realize it until Kenya mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, she did wear the same dress, but Drew looked cute. So hey, we also got introduced to Monietta Shaw, who's a friend of this season. She came to the event as well. Sonya brought her son, and mind you, Sonya didn't want to bring her son because her son does not do well with just sitting. He does not like to sit too long. First of all, Sonya, you shouldn't have brought that boy to a damn tea party anyway. It's a tea party. Boys don't go to tea parties, but child. And so then Candy arrives late as hell, child, with a million excuses, honey. I mean, she was talking about, oh, my assistant messed up the time. She got it mixed up. She got the dates wrong. Yeah, I overslept. Girl, like, at the end of the day, girl, you was late. You always late. It ain't nothing new. You gonna forever be late. You never been that girl to be on time for anything. Even if your assistant got it right, you still was gonna be late because that's what you do. So I was glad that Ken shut her down and said, girl, I ain't trying to hear all that. It is what it is, child. So I'm moving along, honey. We get to the juiciness of the event. First off, they played a game. A nice game was the Brooklyn trivia questions about Brooklyn. It was really cute game. Then Kenya decides to do a shady game called Spilling the Tea, something like that. Was it Spilling the Tea? I think it was Spill the Tea, something like that. I think it's something to get the name correct because I remember it was something with shade or tea. Yeah, because I was like, okay, I was like the game, I was feeling the game, but yeah, Shade Tea. Yeah, it was called Shade Tea. The game was called Shade Tea, and it was going to write a little tea on cards anonymously, of course, and then one by one, it's going to pick some tea out the box and read it. So, child, Candy is the first. Well, no, it's not Candy. Monietta is the first one whose tea got pulled from the box, and it read that she had some type of cosmetic surgery. So that was like how it was supposed to win. It was supposed to be something like that, where it was lighthearted, fun, not too heavy, not too serious, not too messy. But of course, it went messy real quick because Candy pulled out the tea in her box, out the box, and the tea said that Candy was sucking dick in the locker room. Child. And I was like, wait a minute. But I knew who wrote that shit because only one person would write some shit like that, being that damn messy at a kid's party. And it was Marlo Hampton, honey. I was like, girl. But I laughed because I was like, damn, Candy, everybody just put your business out here on the street. Like, we know that Candy was out there in them ATL streets thotting, popping, and all that shit. But damn, sucker dick in the locker room. And then Candy kept saying it. And I was like, Candy, girl, you said it once, but girl, you at a kid's party, child. So then they wanted, Candy wanted somebody to confess, and nobody was confessing. Nobody said anything. Nobody was saying who it was, but we all know it was Marlo. But she did confess. Like no one owned her to it. And Candy was really, really pressed because Candy was like, I'm offended in her confessionals. Well, girl, Candy, you known for throwing that pussy around in Atlanta, girl. You known for being a hoe out there back in the day. Like, girl, that's what you known for. So I mean you can't get mad because, that's what's been said about you. And so, child, Kenya shut that down. Said we're gonna move along from that because ain't nobody claiming it. So we're gonna move forward. So then the next person to pull, um, a T card, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kenya pulled the card. One of them pulled the card, and the card read something about not paying assistance, and it was written by Drew. It was to Sheree. To because she really wanted to have a conversation with Sheree about what Anthony had said, but she, had a chance to have a conversation with Sheree one-on-one, so they also were trying to start a conversation with Sheree about it, but child, that shit went left because Sheree was on defense mode. Drew was just telling Sheree, this is what Anthony's saying about you, and I'm just want to know is it true and let you know what's been said because your name is being ran out here through the mud. Billy being a good friend, honestly, because Drew was really trying to have Sheree back. Low key, Drew was really trying to be a good Judy at that moment to Sheree because she would let Sheree know, like, hey girl, your name is being run out there through the mud, and I'm gonna let you know that, you need to clear that shit up because it's not looking good. And Anthony said you didn't pay him and you didn't pay other people. That's all. And Sheree was like on 10. When I tell you she was going out, let me explain. Can you shut the fuck up so I can talk? I'm like, oh my gosh, Sheree. And don't play about me, about my man, my finances, and my kids. I'm like, girl, calm the fuck down. Like, girl, I get it, but like, girl, she was doing too much at the kids' party. That's right. You had a 3-year-old's party. Like all this profanity and stuff. You doing this team too much. So then, she, was going in, trying to go in on Drew, and then her friend Fatum Alfred, which I told y'all was someone that was going to be a part of the show that was going to bring out this false lie on Ralph. Said that Anthony told her that Ralph was gay and that Ralph, was doing stuff, inappropriate stuff, and it was just a whole lie. And I was like, wow, like we going there, like really, like we going, we're. I don't like that because it's a lie, one. And two, why drag Ralph in? Like, what does Ralph have to do with Drew? Like, that's her husband, but if you want to come for Drew, come for Drew. Don't come for her man. And I don't like that because it irritates me because I'm like, your problem is with Drew. So why attack Ralph and throw out this slanderous lie on this man who has done nothing to anyone? I don't like it, and I was really pissed off and annoyed about that because here we go with some more bullshit. And see, Bravo on that bullshit because first y'all label this man is a cheater. Now he's a woman abuser. Now he's gay. Like damn, like they really are trying to rip this man's character apart. Like they really are trying to destroy this man on this motherfucking show, and I don't understand why he's being targeted. Why is he the one being attacked in this way by production and by the women? Like, why are y'all coming at someone's husband? Why is Ralph seeming to be the target of these attacks, these slanderous attacks? Like, I don't understand, and it's irritating because I'm like, he doesn't deserve that, and he didn't do anything to anyone to be lied on like that, and these blasphemous things said about him. So I was very annoyed when, Fatum did that because I'm like, bitch, first of all, who told you to even jump in this shit? Because when nobody talking to you, like the bitch literally just came out of nowhere and said this shit, and I was like, what the fuck? Child, it was too much. I was like, you know what? My girl Drew restrained herself so well. When I tell you, sis restrained herself so well because she was so pissed off and she saw red. And I know that she really wanted to jump across the table and snatch Ray up and then reach across the side of her and snatch Fatum up. Because what you don't do is come for Drew's man. You don't come for nobody's husband. And Drew don't play about her man. And I was like, Lord, the Chicago is about to come out of Drew, and she about to go to jail. Cause baby, child, that moment was a lot. And then Juice did say, she was like, well, she had heard that too, that he had said those things, and she put him on suspension. And I was like, well, Drew, girl, like, you should have fired him, because, like, girl, he, like, that's something that he shouldn't say about your husband, because that's your employee, one, and two, he's around your children, he's around your family. So for him to even go around saying some bullshit like that, you should have fired him. But I can't tell someone how to operate their businesses and how they choose to discipline people and who work for them, because she has 3 assistants. But I'm like, damn, like when she said she suspended him, I was like, well, girl, did you really want him back? Like around your family, around your husband? And he lying on him like that? Like, I wouldn't want him around my husband. I definitely wouldn't want him around my family, because now I know what kind of person you are, and I know that you a lie and spread shit around. So I was shocked she, kept him employed, but to each his own. But, I was just like, here we go with the bullshit with Rap once again, where they're trying to make this man look a crazy on this damn show, and I'm not here for it. I'm not, and I need Bravo to back the fuck up, because they're doing too much. It's like they purposely are trying to, make this man be this villain with all these damn rumors and all these damn lies around him. Like that's what they're doing. They're trying to create this narrative, or they have created this narrative, and now they're adding things onto the narrative to push about this man. It's really foul. It's really is. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, and it's wrong, because you don't. He doesn't deserve that. He didn't do anything to be treated this way, or for production and the fans to come at him like that. Like, I just don't get it. For the wives to come at him and drag him into the mess when he is not even in there and he didn't do anything to anyone, it's unconscionable, and he doesn't deserve it. But the episode ends, basically with the girls leaving out the event, and Drew let Sheree know, like, bitch, this ain't what you want. And Sheree returned the energy, was like, this ain't what you want. But Sheree, girl, Drew from Chicago, baby, she would drag your ass. So, baby girl, you're a little bit older, honey. So, look, yes, you work out, but baby, you ain't spring chicken, honey. You better ask somebody about Miss Juice Adore, honey. Wrong one, boo. Wrong one. And on that note, I'm out.